Hey everybody, it's Alex from Belate Sports. Today I'm going to address a decade-old long debate. Is K-swapping your S2000 better than replacing your F20 or F20C stock S2000 engine? The popularity has surged with the rear-wheel drive K-series for so many different reasons, or K-swap the world, that kind of thing going on right now. So this is the most stock-to-stock comparison that you're going to ever see with an S2000 and a K-swap, because predominantly when people are doing K-swaps, they're K-turbo, big built motors, that kind of thing. Normally you don't see somebody that just wanted to replace their engine because their stock engine was pretty much going out. And this particular customer is exactly that scenario. She had 259,000 miles on her S2000 on this chassis. So she's been restoring the car because it's weathered over the years. She's driven it so many miles, but the meat of it was the fact that she had an engine that is just on its last leg. Compression's down, it's misfiring all over the place. What was better for her to do? Dump money into rebuilding or trying to repair the S2000 motor when knowing that it's lived its life, or buying another S2000 motor, maybe a used one that are going for an insane amount right nowadays. They're going for $7,000-8,000 for an F20 that's in low mileage and stuff like that. And then what happens then when she drives the pants off of that motor? She's going to be back to square one again. So what we ended up doing with her is doing this swap to change everything out to a stock K24 motor. Now, there's so many pros and cons. There's definitely going to be some people who say, oh, K-swap this is better, or S2000 is much better. I am indifferent on both sides. I think the S2000 motor is the best racing motor that came from factory. But that doesn't mean a K24 motor or a K20 motor can't be built to outperform the S2000 motor. When you go stock to stock, no way. K24 is not the same as an S2000 motor, but there are some benefits to this. 2.4 liters versus 2 liter or even 2.2 liter. So the torque benefit is huge. And I'm going to do a drive and show you guys how much more torque this thing has in comparison to a stock F20C motor, another AP1. And when it comes to high horsepower, I think it's not going to be the same. High horsepower S2000, F20 and F22C, especially because the cam is much bigger than K-series cams, stock K-series cams. You get that VTEC power so much more at higher RPM. So we're definitely limited on a couple things here. We have lower rev limit because of the fact that the stock K24 and the stock K24 pump was not meant to go past even 7,800 RPM, so 8,000 if you really want to push it, which F22C is only at 8,000 also. But safely, this pump is not supposed to go past about 7,800 RPMs. And then you got the fact that the camshafts on these are much smaller. Even the DC5 or FD2 Type R camshafts on this K-series motor from factory Honda are not bigger or do not outperform stock AP1 or AP2 cams. S2000 motors are great in that sense. As far as a turnkey race engine, S2000 motors beat K-series in my opinion, until you turn a K-series into a race engine, and then you can outperform it. So you got to spend some money on it first to be able to. S2000 is already up here. K-Type R, the K24, K-Type R, and then you gotta up the ante. You have to put some more bigger cams, higher compression pistons, sleeves, all that stuff. You gotta rebuild the whole motor to be able to beat the S2000 motor. So that's the biggest, I would say, the biggest apples to apples comparison and what the pros and cons are. Now, about that, we're going to talk about the pros about the K-swap, and what we like. What I like is the fact that you can buy these motors, this K24 motor, for like $1,200, and they have millions in circulation because of the fact that this motor was used in the Accord, it was used in TSX, it was used in so many Honda vehicles for so many years. So the availability of this motor is just, is astronomical. I just saw on Instagram a guy with an E30 BMW rear-wheel drive K-swap. He obviously turboed it, but that's what I mean. Most guys they're gonna do stuff like K-swap and turbo and all that stuff. So this is gonna be a real special treat because you're never gonna see. I wouldn't say never, but it's gonna be more rare to see a K24 motor that's been installed as if it was installed by Honda from the factory, as much as we can get, as close as we can get. So here we go. Look, stock S2000 intake manifold. We have an adapter. We make and manufacture the entire kit to swap this over. Mounts, adapter plates, intake manifold adapter plate. We even have the pulley system all set up so that way you can run your stock intake arm, AC. You can kind of see it down there. You see AC, everything works perfectly right there. We make a mount that is coming out soon, guys. We've been in development for it, so that's going to be out soon for everybody, so you can have your AC back in to a K24 motor. We provide a exhaust manifold. You have your oil filter in the same location. The drawback I see on K24s is it doesn't have a stock oil cooler, but K20 Type S do. You can always get that from the DC5 VTEC model, or Type S model, or even the Type R. So there's stuff you can do to make the K24 more like the S2000 motor. You can even use S2000 oil pump conversions. They have that. Drag Cartel makes an oil pump conversion to use S2000 oil pump, because the S2000 oil pump gravitates way more than any of the K series oil pumps. It was the best oil pump. So, but if you look, everything is here in the exact same location. The upper water neck, we have this rear-wheel drive upper water neck that we make, so you can use the factory radiator hose. You see right there. Use a starter from a K20 right there. Our adapter plate. Our lower radiator hose, same as stock right here. So this is literally just stock to stock. So this customer, she can now drive this car another 200,000 miles. And now that the swap is in, if she needs to swap another motor out, there's going to be one waiting for $1,200. And it's so much less expensive than having to go and just find a scarce S2000 motor, either F20, F20C. There's so few S2000 motors out there that are in good condition. A lot of them have high mileage, and then the ones that are really good condition, low mileage, there's going for astronomical price, more than what it costs to do this whole K-swap. In addition to what she received is a fully programmable Honda ECU. So we use a K-series ECU that is fully programmable via Honda K Pro, and you can do whatever you need to do with Honda K Pro as far as tuning software goes. I have heard that you can even add in the VIN number into Honda K Pro. I've never seen it yet though, so not confirmed. If anybody knows that out there, please comment and let me know, because I've heard that. So I think Mike over at AutoWave told me that once, that he could do it. So anyways, stock radiator, everything's like stock. The engine harness we have comes from Rywire.com. He makes a specific rear-wheel drive engine harness for the S2000 chassis, and everything works, plugs and plays directly to the stock throttle body, stock throttle, TPS map sensor. And then now I'm gonna start it up so you guys can hear how quiet this thing is, because it's on a stock exhaust and just completely normal. Look, fires up just like a stock car. You know, not like the old AEM, EMS ECUs where you go shit, and then you have to wait for it to fire up. This one just fires up just like stock. Look at that. Oh, 256,000 miles. Sorry, I misspoke. I said 259, but 256,000 miles. This original motor lived its life. It's had a good life. And this customer really just drives very kind of grandma-ish, very normal. Nothing where she's, you know, she's not a racer. She just wanted her car to run for the next 10 plus more years. And these motors come from Japan even with such low mileage. You know, you can get them for like 50,000 kilometers. You know, it's like 30K miles. They're brand new. So that's one of the really, really big benefits. And then I'm gonna go for a drive, and I'm gonna try to relay to you the torque feeling that we get from this motor. We dyno tuned this car, and it made 225 wheel horsepower, which is more than an AP2. And it made it at about 8,000 RPMs. The torque it made, 179 foot-pounds of torque. That's crazy higher than an S2000. Even the 2.2 liter S2000 with mods can make maybe only like 230 wheel horsepower and 156, 160 foot-pounds of torque. This makes 20 foot-pounds more torque on a stock engine than an S2000 motor with like bolt-on mods and so on and so forth, like cams, intake manifold, throttle body, and ECU tune. So this already kind of outmatches stock for stock in the way of horsepower. Now, again, the debate is, does it match or does it do better in the way of performance? That's going to be debatable. Oil cooler, it doesn't have an oil cooler compared to the F20C. The RPM, if you're talking about an AP2 S2000 motor that only revs to 8,000, yes, I've been able to rev them at 9,000 all day long. I think it can handle fine, but you know, Honda limited at 8,000 RPMs. So then therefore you can kind of go, okay, this one's for sure 8,000 RPMs maximum. So that's not that bad. You know, there's so many pros and cons, but we're trying to see if the cons outweigh the pros. So let's go for a drive. Before we do, let me turn on the AC here. Crank on the AC. Oh, there you go. You hit a different tone. The fan turned on, the clutch turned on. AC works perfectly. That's what I like. Oh, it's nice and cold. The way everything's normal. Stock clutch. We use stock S2000 clutch. The flywheel we have for this car is only 11 pounds chromoly steel. So you're not even, you know, with the bigger gap of the adapter plate in the back here to the transmission, you're not even having a heavier flywheel than stock. Stock AP1 is 14 pound flywheel. We're at an 11.5 pound flywheel. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna drive it. I'm gonna try to show you the kind of torque that we have difference in this car. So first I'm just gonna drive around. There we go, that's much better. So I'm gonna try to show you guys the torque difference with the S2000 now that it's been K-swapped. This has a stock catalytic converter, stock exhaust. So, you know, will this pass emissions? I know that's what everybody's asking. The answer is no. It's not going to pass emissions. That is a downside. That is definitely a downside. One, because I don't know if the ECU, I don't think the ECU could even go through the smog system to be able to pass. I'm not sure. It is a Honda ECU in here. there are monitors in here. It may be possible for somebody else to do something as far as like if tuning it and so on and so forth. But the question is, would it actually pass a sniffer? We don't, in California, we don't do the sniffer test anymore. But I have to bet with the stock catalytic converter on here, I really believe that this will pass the sniffer test. It just won't pass the visual, and the ECU is a real big question mark. I don't think, you know, it really can do that. You know, the small computer is going to be looking for an S2000 computer, and this is a K series computer. So I can tell the low end torque is amazing compared to the S2000 F20C motor, which has, let's be real, after the S2000 motor had its time, but in 2023 with Hondas being all turbo, man, the S2000s are so slow, they have no torque whatsoever. So I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna go in 1000 RPMs in like 4th gear. Yep, I'm like at 1000. Okay, I'm at 4th gear right now. Let me turn the camera. Okay, I'm in 4th gear. I'm at 1000 RPMs. Okay, normally in an S2000 2-liter, you cannot just throttle the gas and get out of this. Look at this. I'm just going 4th gear, 100% gear shift. Look, it's just pulling itself out at 1000 RPMs. No knock, nothing. Whoa, down to 60. Look at that. At 1000 RPMs, you could pull out of any gear. After I say that, maybe I'll try 6, but I might. That one might be a hard one. But dude, it's amazing how much torque, because K24 motors have max torque at 3000 RPMs. Unlike S2000 motors, the max torque is after VTEC. So VTEC's at 6000 RPMs, so you're probably not getting max torque on an S2000 motor until you're at 60-something, 6500 RPMs. Where a K24, 3000 RPMs. That's what makes this such a torquey truck, like almost like a truck motor, like a 4-cylinder truck motor. Like that's why this was in Accords, really heavy cars. They put this in the CRV all-wheel drive. You know, the heaviest car, and they had the same K24 motor in here. You know, so it was meant. This motor is meant to kind of like haul. For a 4-cylinder, haul a heavier car. So that's kind of like for a daily driver, that's gonna be really great, especially if you're in traffic all the time or you're trying to get gas mileage. And let's all be real, S2000s have gotten the shittiest of shitty gas mileage for a 4-cylinder. Anybody that has an S2000 knows if you get 22 miles per gallon on an S2000, that's like you're really babying it. That's the best mileage you're ever gonna get. RSX, you're able to get 26 miles per gallon. K24, you can get up to 30 if you're driving really lightly. So the power band was just set up so much more different for K24s than it was for S2000, right? But it was purpose, you know, S2000 was purpose built back in the day. It's purpose built for racing, you know, for a race motor, like a pure race motor. That's what it was, you know. But in today's day, you know, especially for people that don't live at the racetrack, what, you know, is it really worth it? You know, I mean, to have all that performance, a lot of us will say yeah, you know, because we don't, especially if we don't drive our cars that often. But for this particular customer, I don't think it was worth it for her. She wants, you know, she doesn't race. She barely even goes past 4,000 RPMs unless she's going 80 miles an hour, you know, on the freeway, which is what we're going to do right now. We're going to go on the freeway, and I'm going to be in 6th gear, and I'm going to show you how low RPM I can go and just throttle it and see how fast or well it picks up. I think there was a big YouTuber I saw a long time ago that he like does critiques on cars, and he rented an S2000, probably like on Turo or something like that. And he was throttling it at 6th gear and going, oh, this has no balls. It doesn't go anywhere, da 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 da. Okay, now I'm on the freeway. I'm at 2,000 RPMs. I'm all the way in 6th gear. See, this is 4th gear. Oh, that was the 2nd gear. This is 4th gear. Now I'm 6th gear, right? 6th gear. And I'm going really slow. At 40 miles an hour on the freeway. Now I'm gonna give it full throttle. And it's just picking up. Just picking up and going. Oh, am I gonna beat this? Am I gonna beat this car? Oh, he doesn't got it. And I'm off. And I'm off. This. Just by leaving in 6th gear at 40 miles an hour. Got to 90 before I hit the next off ramp. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys think that's cool, but I think that's pretty cool. Like just being able to throttle it that hard at low RPM and just picks up. So you have so much more drivability than you would with the S2000. No way would an S2000 motor do that. And that's what we're gonna find out in a little bit too. Because I'm gonna take my S2000 that has an AP1 motor, stock S2000, 177,000 miles on it. And we're gonna do a full throttle 4th gear slow race is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna drive back to the shop and go pick up that car and have probably one of my guy Victor. Victor is going to be the one driving that one, and I'm going to race him in this car, and he's going to race me in my car with the AP1 motor. We're going to compare to now that AP1. That one is a 177,000 mile, sorry, S2000 with an F20C, and we're going to go do a slow race 4th gear pull. Victor, are you ready? He's gonna get sawed off in this in this slow race. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna drive the AP1. I'm driving the K24A2 AP1.
Yeah.
You're gonna get broke off, bro. This thing, I went on 6th gear. I went 6th gear at 40 miles an hour on the freeway at 2,000 RPMs, and I just throttled it. It just picked right up. Picked right up and got me to 90 miles an hour before I went from one exit to another exit.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, this is my car, but that's gonna fuck you up. So I'd say let's go. We'll try Trask. Dude, will this thing even do 1,000 RPMs in 4th gear and not like clunk.
That's what I'm thinking it's gonna do.
Oh.
Well, we'll know right when we do it.
Okay, let's try that first.
Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna clutch in so that.
Yeah, you're not hurting it. Yeah. And then we'll then after we do that, then if it does that, then we'll do 2,000 RPMs.
Okay.
I'll do 1,000 RPMs. You'll do 2,000 RPMs.
All right.
If it does that. Okay. All right, here we go, guys. The race is on. The slow race is on. Okay. So this car's gonna put my car to shame. That's gonna be funny. I'm going in first. Just shifted to 2nd. Shifted to 3rd. Now I'm in 4th. Hold on. I'm in 4th at 1,000 RPMs. That's Victor. Okay, I'll give you the go. I'm at 1,000. You still can't go. Look. Oh, now I give him a little bit more. Look. Still just pulling away. See you later.
That's not even.
I even let off. And let you catch up, and then throttled it again.
I was on the gas the whole time. I took off thinking it was gonna go like this, and it's just like.
That's so funny. I let off because it was like not even a fair fight at that point. Yeah, I let off and I let you catch up, and then it looked like we were neck and neck, and then you see just the car just pull away again.
I was pinned the whole time.
Yeah, you're done. It's over. No torque versus K24 torque. Not even a fair fight. Okay, I just signaled him. Third gear, okay? Third gear. I'm at 2000, but okay, I'm at 1.5. Just go. Games go. Third gear. Oh shoot. Let me stop. Let me hold on. Let me stop. Oh! I gotta stop you. I ran out of road.
Did you get off?
You got lucky. Yeah, I let off, and then you got lucky. I ran out of road. That car was in front of me.
I know. I already yelled fuck because I already knew you were gonna take me off. Pause.
Okay, I'm in fourth right now. Okay, I'm gonna go this time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Go. Wow. Wow. He got sawed off with me in fourth gear and him in third gear. Wow. Wow. Victor's shaking his head. He's mad. He hates losing. Wow, that's pretty crazy. I didn't think, I thought it'd be a better fight on fourth gear. With me in fourth and him in third. This is the same AP1 transmission. Both gear ratios exactly the same. So no trickery when it comes to gear ratios. That's, whew. I've never done this one before. Like this kind of a comparison. It's kind of fun. So we're gonna turn around. I want to see if I want to race him one more time. But we'll see. Fourth gear, 1,000 RPMs, you in third.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you the go.
Okay.
Go. Oh, the slow war. Oh, this is the slow war. This is the slow war. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, I gotta stop. Oh. Wow.
What the?
Wow. Wow. Why are you so mad? It's not even your car.
It just hurts me though.
Okay, go back to the shop. Enough dicking around. Victor's so mad. Oh, what are you gonna do? You gonna go get the turbo car now? You just have to have the turbo car just to beat us now? Because you can't handle it. Yeah, you're mad. He's so mad.
Well, because I have a 2.0 at home and it's
It's dog shit. Yep.
Oh,
No,
whoa, dude.
they're gonna be so mad I said that. No. But it just needs torque, man. And the K24 is max torque at 3,000 RPMs, man. There's like in a slow roll fight like that, you got nothing. Yeah. But I was talking about in the video, it hit at 8,000 RPMs, dude. I hit rev limit and didn't shift because I didn't expect it to be so low.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the drawback. You know, you're trading low end for top end. So that's.
But I think everyday driving is probably better than.
Yeah, that's really what you want. It depends on what you want. Yeah. You want everyday driving, low end torque, which is what this particular customer really could use, versus she never even sees VTEC. So what's the point? Yeah. So she's gonna have so much more fun with the car now than she would when she had the AP1 motor. Yeah. Because she didn't really use the AP1 motor to its true potential, which is on the top end. Yeah, she just commuted.
Commuting, it'll be really nice with the K24.
So what, you're gonna jump into this and try to beat me?
That's not even a competition. It's not even fair.
Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for watching our video. Appreciate it. Bye, Vic.
Later.